Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening to you, Bookish Brits. My name is Andrew, and today we're doing a review. I'm trying to do it with a slight angle. I'm too lazy to move the pile of books that you are on, and the tin. I know, very weird. But today is a review for a book which I finished last week, which is Monster by CJ. I don't want to pronounce the surname because I know I'll say it wrong. I want to say Skull, but I don't know why. That's the book. That's the cover. Oh, this is the cover of the proof. I don't know if the cover's going to change or not, but just so you guys are aware, this book comes out at the end of September. It's published in the United Kingdom by Mira Inc. or Mira Inc., depending on how you define it. I got this back in March due to the UKYA Blogger Award, so boring announcement time. Because this book was given to me in exchange for an honest review, therefore this doesn't change my opinion of what I read of the book. Because the video you're about to watch in my review is basically my honest, humble opinion, which is perfectly fine because I might go on a bit of a rant with this book. So if you're the author, you might not want to watch this. Quick information about the book in question. Nash is 16-year-old, and she goes to pristine boarding school in the middle of the English countryside. And she thinks the worst thing biggest battle she has to do is to become head girl at this pristine boarding school. That's before her brother goes missing in South America. That is before her parents have to go to South America to find her missing brother, which means she is stuck at the school at Christmas time with other misfits linked to the school. And the other head girl, 6-year-old, the bully, a snob, person who becomes her friend over the course of the book. And that's before the snow comes, and the snow blocks her in. That is before the only adult in the school who is looking after them goes missing, and that is before the beast of the area, is the urban legend, begins to make itself more announced and make people then realise that it might not be an urban legend after all. So, I've done a really bad description of the book. I do apologise. Honest reaction to the book. It's okay. It's okay. It's only okay. It didn't appeal to me as a reader. I know that sounds really awful because everything about this book screams that I would like this. I mean, it's in a boarding school. They are snowed in. They are trapped. Someone is dead. We don't know if they're killed or they're mauled. So the plot is very claustrophobic and there's a lot of tension. So you think immediately, this is my cup of tea because it's a thriller. But it didn't grab me. It didn't appeal to me. The good point about this book was the writing in this book is really, really good. That is the main reason I kept reading this to the very bitter end, because the writing is very good. And once you got to the end and everything was sort of explained in a way, you suddenly realise how clever the author is, how much time she actually spent, pin-pricking things here and there. So when you got to the end, you go, oh, that's why that happened, and oh, that's why that's there, and oh, that's why. It's a really good story and a thriller and a mystery aspect because she does lay it all out for you. And I think the good description of this book was it's Enid Blyton's Mallory Towers meets I Know What You Did Last Summer by Loris Taylor Duncan. Not the film, the book. But I would say it's like Cruel Summer set in winter. Cruel Summer is a book by James Dawson, which I really, 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 really like. And so I kind of compared it to that in my head when it got going. However, there is a however. Here is the big thing with me. And there's a lot of things I have problems with the book. Like, for example, everything you just heard, the blurb and everything I kind of, paraphrased, that happened in the first half of the book. I don't want to be told what's going to happen in the first half of the book in a blurb. Give me the detail, give me the basics of details, and then that's it. Don't ruin the first half of the book, because I was reading it going, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. And when I got to the end, I was like, got halfway through and the matron goes missing. I was there going, oh, okay, so basically I've just read the entire first half of the book on the back of the book. So, yeah. But the main issue with me is I didn't care. I didn't care for any of the characters. And that's a huge problem for me. You've got to make me care. You cannot put these characters in a situation like this and not expect me to care. Like Nash, her name is Natasha. That's why her short name is Nash. But I found her. It took me a very long time to warm to her and a few of the other characters in the books, and they were doing things that I was there going, really? You really are doing that? And So when it did get to a point where their lives were in danger and are in danger, you're there going, do I really care that I want you to survive? Like, seriously, do I honestly care? And that's the problem with me. You've got to make me care, even for one character, even if they are the most minor of characters. And the only character that I really did care about was a 6-year-old child. That was the only one throughout the book I was there going, if this 6-year-old dies, this book will have a knife through it. You know, I will go nuts. But even then, she's not the most major of characters. She's not the most important. But you can't... that was my main problem, I think, with the book. I didn't care for the characters enough. So when it did get heightened and things did go really creepy and quite dark, I was there going, you're going to survive. Your life's not in danger, so why are you panicking? I could go on a rant about that, because I do think it's a very... You've got to make your reader care. And I know I'm one in the minority, because I know for other people who have read this book and really, really like it, and I'm the one who is the most hesitant. But maybe it's a me thing, and I admit it is a me thing, because I quite like thrillers. But I like my thrillers to have a very fast pace, where this one slowly built. And maybe that's why. Maybe that is why. But yes, so a bit of a mixed bag for me with this one. But please, if you've read this book, or you're going to read this book, or you've... leave your comments down below, because I'll be really fascinated to know what you guys think about this book when you actually get around to reading it. Oh, while I'm talking about the comments, my last video about Snape being sexist. Thank you guys so much for writing comments linked to that. It was really interesting reading your comments, and I will get to them. I will reply to them. It was very interesting reading your comments going, no, I don't think he is sexist, and you explained why, and I went there going, because I read some of your points, I went, yeah, maybe you guys have actually a good point saying that. And I feel very guilty about Snape, because I think you might have just heard my cat cry. He might have demanded attention. So yes, 2.5 stars if I have to do a star rating for this book. But let me know, guys, what you think about that. If you want to know a bit more about my Snape being sexist video and saying, do you agree, do you disagree, and why? Is there any other discussions in the Harry Potter fandom you want me to discuss? Like, for example, do you want me to have a read of the... Do you want me to do a discussion video about Dumbledore, where Dumbledore is the real villain of the series? Do you want me to talk about Trelawney, or Umbridge, or McGonagall, or LGBT and diversity in the Harry Potter fan and in the books? Please let me know, leave a comment down below, because I really want to expand on that very much. I'm getting a bit tongue-tied. I had cider yesterday, and I don't drink that often, so my brain's gone a bit... That facial reaction is going to be the screenshot you're all going to get. But I hope you have a lovely day. I hope you keep reading, and I hope in my next video it'll be a discussion or another review, because I have a book and I'm really enjoying it. I do want to discuss it with you guys. So yes, so happy reading everyone. So bye guys.